Wait, you gotta get your sound, my guy.
Oh, my bad. They can hear it, but you can't.
Yeah, it's just me.
They're more important than you.
We're back.
We're back. Literally, shut up. We're so back at this. We're back at it.
We're back at it once again.
That hurt my hands.
Oh no.
But as always, for real. Boonch, Montana.
For real. It's
up.
so real.
Oh, we should add a public comment. Well, that's my private YouTube. Wait, yeah, we'll do it on the Boonch.
Oh
Google
yeah, we
account.
got to. We should just say for real.
Yeah. That's so good. Maybe we can get them to reach out to us. All
exactly.
Right. Let's get out of this. Let's give it.
Ah,
let's give it up.
There it is. Come on.
God, neither of us thought it would go this far, but we knew we wouldn't stop. So
right.
There's a dichotomy there that isn't. It's like this is like what I found with philosophy. It's like, yeah, love is there, but it's also like justice is there. And so it's like, which one do you balance? But then Boonch is right in the middle.
Boonch is, yeah, it's right in the middle.
Boonch is right in the middle between justice and love.
Really? Yeah, the fulcrum that holds them together. Yeah.
How are
That's
you?
good stuff. Oh, I'm good. We talked yesterday.
We did talk yesterday.
Yeah,
Let's
we
talk
know
why did you come to my house? For
Oh
5 minutes?
well, let me just tell all our viewers.
Take
it's
it
'cause
on.
Happiness is right around the corner.
Give it up.
And wait for it. It's Boonch.
Yeah, it's a definitional Boonch. They can't really see the Boonch.
All right, well,
that's fine.
It says Boonch.
I got it right here. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, that'd be better if
Yeah.
I wasn't just trying to show everyone my back.
So it's
Nice.
a definitional Boonch because this is. We're implying that this is what Boonch means, but you have to interpret if that's what we're saying.
Yeah. Everybody's Boonch is their own, you know.
And then when you look at this, it makes you wonder. Sometimes are you being the cow or are you being the person? And if someone's carrying you, like maybe it's time to be a cow. Maybe you just gotta get on all 4 of your legs and walk yourself to the grass.
Right. Maybe you gotta just get in the big guy's arms.
Yeah. Well, and then also, I'm not sure if I wore this last time. I wore the tank top. I don't think so.
Yeah. That's a good one. Come on. A little asterisk on that.
This is our logo. This is our logo. And then...
Yeah, a little PSA. Love it.
Socially distanced podcast. We got to show where we came from. Right?
Exactly.
Because
yeah, it all started here.
Once we start doing in-person podcasts,
oh my gosh,
people are gonna be like, "This is the way it's always been," and no.
Exactly. No.
Oh, this is who we are as people.
Exactly. Yeah, this is where it all started.
We're
once
far
we get
apart.
to our once we get to our professional studio, people are gonna forget our humble beginnings.
Yeah. Our Boonch Boys is just like continuing to be a money pit, but we have to go pro.
Right.
We're like, there's no other option.
You're right. Yeah, this is what the people want.
Yeah, sometimes you get what you want, sometimes you get what you need.
Exactly. Am I right? Shout out the Rolling Stones.
Is that their thing?
Yeah, that was their song.
Oh man, I thought you came up with that.
Oh no, I copied that from the Rolling
Here on
Stones.
Boonch, we copy the Rolling Stones.
Exactly. We alternate by copying the Rolling Stones. We and the Rolling Stones alternate.
Yeah, we alternate originality with the Rolling Stones.
Exactly. Yeah, it's either our idea or the Rolling Stones.
We'll give it up.
I'm glad we have like a long-term thing now that we alternate has been around for a few episodes.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with our jokes, right? It's like there are some
they don't stop.
Yeah. I don't know, because like there are some when when we're on like an hour or an hour and a half walk, we'll make jokes that only stay within that walk, and then we remember later. Do you remember this bit? But then there
Yeah.
are bits that are constant that we've always had, and
Right.
like the core four we've
Ah,
had.
classic.
What else have we had? I mean, Boonch is now kind of an
Right. That's
iconic
definitely
one,
one. Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
that could have just been an idea on a walk, but now here we
Right.
are.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Fame
Yeah. It's
has
just
come easily.
we gotta just take it as far as it wants to go.
All right, someone named Serial Boxhead said, "Hello, ladies." I'm guessing that's Halen.
I really hope so.
Halen's in the chat. Halen's
Alan.
in the chat.
Alan.
Okay, let's not get distracted by Twitch. We're here to do good content.
We gotta get back to it.
Yeah.
All right.
People rely on us. Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I did my weekly habit. I moved my
Yeah.
set around again. Give it up. Why did I do this?
Shout out to our slinky slimy Boonch in the back
Oh
there,
my
though.
God, Amelia Gant, Slinky Slimy Boonch. To those who haven't seen him.
Yeah. There he is.
Copied, much like Henry's Rolling Stone bit, but still,
You know.
Boonch, still unalienable Boonch nonetheless.
Exactly.
Unalien. Is that the right word I'm thinking of?
Inimitable. Are you thinking of inimitable? Unalienable is like rights.
Did you say inimitable?
Inimitable, as in it cannot be imitated.
Oh man, you made that T real soft. Oh, that's another one. Remember when we had make all G's soft?
Oh, that's true. That one went on a while.
That was good. So
Yeah.
instead of Instagram, Instagram.
Instagram.
God, there are some things that will be timeless, and we can't control whether or not it is.
Right.
And there are some things that shouldn't have lasted long that have, and because we made it.
Right.
And then there are
We
things
apologize.
that are,
But...
yeah. But then there are the things that we forget that would have been timeless if we had, kept up with
it's a full spectrum.
Full spectrum. But yeah, I'm good. This week was good. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Did we do a Hanukkah episode? Or was that last time?
We talked about Hanukkah with Amelia.
Yeah, I think Amelia just brought up Hanukkah, and we were like,
okay.
We
were not talking about it.
Hanukkah's like the least exciting holiday.
Yeah,
because like Israel, like they don't care at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Israel's
it's the Americanized Judaism. It's...
Yeah, America's like, yeah. So we get 7 presents. No, 8 presents. 8 presents, 8 days, and Israel's like, can we just drink on Purim? Can we just dress
hang in
up?
Their kibbutz?
Yeah. Can I wander into a kibbutz late at night drunk on wine?
Right.
Purim. Yeah. Is Purim the craziest, or is like what's the best Jewish holiday? What's your favorite?
All right. Well, craziest and my favorite is different.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So can we agree that Purim is the craziest?
I think Purim is definitely the craziest. Purim is like the Jewish carnival.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they go all out.
Mm-hmm.
There are costumes. Everyone's drunk.
Is that story even from the Bible?
I don't think so. It's from a whole separate thing, isn't it? Because I remember there's like you have to learn like different trope for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Haftarah? Is it in the Haftarah?
I don't think it's in the Haftarah. I think it's like a whole other thing.
I don't know any official Hebrew books. Like at all.
Hold on a second.
I literally don't know any.
Story.
Purim story.
Observed by Jews. The Megillah.
The Jews at Purim.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just gonna end that conversation.
What was it? The Hagillah?
The Megillah? Megillah? I don't know.
Welcome to
that might
Boonch.
not even be what it
Welcome
is.
to Boonch, the worst Jews.
Right, exactly. We're Jewish and don't know anything.
Yeah, we're barely Jewish. Okay. Well, yeah. Nice. What about your favorite? Favorite?
I'm trying to think. I feel like if I had done it more, I would have liked Sukkot.
I literally was thinking Sukkot. It's so natural, right?
Exactly. Looking up at the stars.
If
Well,
yeah,
the Lulog
if
and the
we
other
had
one?
like if oh my god, this is like $1 million idea that you and I should do, where it's like every year at Sukkot, you get sent all the materials to make your own Sukkot in your house. So instead of needing to go and build a ridiculous Sukkot at your temple, which could be like 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away,
Right.
you get sent a Sukkot that you make, and it's like are you a kibbutz maker? And it just makes you question things.
Wow. Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good one. I mean,
Yeah.
I would say Hanukkah would be second just because of latkes and applesauce.
That's
like
true.
latkes, applesauce, and sour cream.
Yeah.
I mean, not the applesauce and sour cream combined, because that's
Right.
a little.
That's a little much.
Yeah, that's a little. Yeah, but that.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean, you
that's
can't
true.
go wrong with fried potatoes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
You're like, shut up, yes.
right, obviously. No, I also like the like when you get to the last night, I like a full menorah. I think that's a good vibe.
That is a good
You've
vibe.
just been waiting for that sort of, the full thing.
All the other nights suck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just like, this is the worst.
Nights 1 through 7 of Hanukkah, garbage.
Exactly.
Can we just skip to 8?
Right. Yeah.
How are you? You? We talked about me. Now we're talking about you.
Alternating.
Here on Boonch Boys, we alternate.
No, I'm good. Finished up all my classes.
Oh,
I wish I had written this down because it was hilarious. I was taking my anthropology final. One of the questions on it was something like, which of these is not something that is not usually included? And I was like, wait, what? So they wanted to know which one was usually included.
which of these isn't not usually included?
Yeah.
In the no category.
Exactly. Yeah, and the first not was all in caps. The second one was not. And so which of these was not something that is not usually
Here on
included?
the anthropology final, we alternate.
Exactly. Yeah. No, but it was fine.
Good. Gotta love double negatives, huh?
Yeah, it's classic.
That is classic. But it ended well.
Hopefully, I haven't gotten the grade yet, but
who knows?
Who can say? Yeah, no, stuff's good. Been a nice relaxing time since then. Yeah,
as one should. As one should. You earned it. You earned the time off. That's what school is.
Exactly. Paying your dues. And
you pay your dues.
Exactly. I've been reading some books.
Yeah.
I'm reading a book right now by Og Mandino.
Spell it.
OG MANDINO.
So the first name is just OG.
OG. His
That's
actual name is
crazy.
Augustine, and then for a little while he went by Og, AUG, and then just changed it to Og, OG.
Do you think he'll make it even shorter?
Just-
Or oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but no, it's good. Interesting. It's an interesting book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad we're here on Boonch Boys. We relax when we deserve it, and we deserve it.
Exactly.
Here on Boonch Boys, we are hard pressed. All right, so we've done our 15 minutes of introduction.
Exactly.
We've done
Caught
the
up.
pleasantries. So what piece of content should we get to first? Because we have thousands of hours.
Yeah. We are so ready to talk a lot about a few things. What was the? Can you go back to the thing under Boonch, Montana?
Oh yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, I just want to see what that was about.
I've gotten I've gotten shown this so much, but it only has 1K. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, because this is Max Boonch.
It's Max Blanche. Yeah.
He hurt his butt doing this.
Yeah. Say it again. I'm trying to do a front flip.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, we're gonna get demonetized. Okay, so it's just a stupid.
All right. Well,
it was
That was
surreal
disappointing.
how he hurt his butt.
apparently it was all in the dark.
Yeah, Ghost was like, that was surreal. Okay. Well,
All
thanks
right.
for joining.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Welcome back to episode 6. But yeah, so should I go through what I've been doing on Instagram?
Oh yeah, please.
Just clowning around.
This is absolute prime content.
Okay, I didn't take screenshots, so I won't be able to show it. Is that okay? Can I just read them out?
Please do.
Okay. So what I've been doing on the Boonch account is going to people that we kind of know, but also not necessarily like are on super speaking terms. You know what I mean?
Right. Not that they're angry with us. It's
no,
just that we haven't.
No, they know of us and we know of them.
Exactly.
Right? And then some of them are like not that. Like I wrote to Jacob Collier. So, just to see.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, the bit was, I'm going to continue this, by the way, even though the bit's out, like this is something amazing to do.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'll just go through the list. And so what I did was I wrote them something that was supposed to be for another person, but I mean, I meant to, and so I would always be like, oops. And so I wrote to Lucas Mackinnon. I wrote, no mom, topical ointment cream, aisle 4. Oh shit, sorry, wrong person. And then yeah, we went back and forth. That one was okay. That was the first one. I was getting warmed up.
Yeah.
And then I think the next person I wrote to was David Anderson.
Oh yes. Wait. Hold on. Which David Anderson? Because I do believe. Oh, okay, not the guy that went to school with us.
No, not the tall guy. Yeah.
Not the tall guy. Okay,
not the tall guy.
Halen's dad. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wrote this one. This one made me laugh a lot, but it's not that good. And he didn't respond to this, right? Lucas responded, and we went kind of back and forth. But
nice. Yeah.
So I wrote 3 carrots, a cup of wet rice, and as much lettuce as he wanted. That's what my bubby used to make my bubba eat when he was gaining too much blubba. My bad, wrong person. No response.
Oh my god. That's so good.
That's quality. And then to puppy pics, we know who that is. We don't.
Oh yeah, I think we all know.
I forgot about this. So I wrote her, something in the refrigerator has gone bad, but I don't know what it is. Sorry, wrong person. So that one was fun. And then yeah, I'm building up to the one I sent to you because that one was I think my best one.
Absolute classic.
So the one I wrote to Jacob Collier, which unfortunately he has not responded.
Oh man.
I know, and this one was so good. And I wrote, I know it's easy to think that, but you have to remember, cheese isn't what it used to be. Sorry, wrong person.
I love that. Sorry, wrong person to Jacob Collier.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was texting my mom and it accidentally went to Jacob
Oops,
Collier.
My bad.
Yeah, my bad.
And yeah, to Jenny Lyon, Lucas's sister. Yeah.
Throwback.
This one's a good question. I thought it was, yeah, she responded and, but it's not as funny. It's, have you ever found a cheese grater that was easy to clean? Sorry, wrong person.
That is a good question.
Isn't it? Like, they're all really hard to clean.
And I always worry I'm going to rip up whatever I'm cleaning it with.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
If it's a soft sponge, I'm like,
God, forget it. Throw it away after 2 uses.
I'm just grating a sponge now.
Why even do that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good one. I don't have,
that's good.
And so then I wrote to this guy who who's just like a sax guy on Instagram. He's like a college student or whatever. He doesn't know me. I don't know him. So I just wrote, did you know the word gunk was invented by George Washington Carver? Sorry, wrong person.
Oh my god. That's so good.
So that was fun. And then the creme de la creme. So to the _Larsonator. I did an analogy, right? The analogy was egg is to beg as leg is to Greg. Change my mind. Oh, sorry, wrong person.
Oh my god. It's so good.
So yeah,
that's classic.
I mean, yeah, the thing is that will be endless fun for me.
yeah, exactly.
It's so nice having like our brand is just like being goofy as hell.
Right.
So like we can do whatever we want. I mean, within reason.
Right, within reason. Let's
like, it's a goof.
Right.
But yeah, I mean,
no, that's just good stuff.
No one's gonna turn down a DM like that.
Exactly.
And we can keep rotating this, right? Like, it doesn't just have to be like, forget it. If we get a Twitter account, like, oh my god,
that's true. Yeah, I have a few ideas of things I want to do on the Facebook account, which we'll talk about. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, let's
I
not
wanted
give
to
it
do
away.
some I wanted to do some horoscopes like we were talking about with Amelia.
Yeah,
so I'll stay tuned.
And yeah, another possible, let's not give it away, we'll discuss this, but like, you know how you text me stuff like idea?
Yes.
Or we could do like fact.
yeah no, it's good. Let's not give away the farm right now.
Come on, to go pro, you have to keep a little bit for yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. Nice.
Okay, well, here on Boonch Boys we alternate. What's
all right? I have one video.
Oh, I gotta let you share, don't I?
Please.
I have to allow you to share.
All right, hold on a second.
I have to allow you to be the artist. Share.
All right, flippers and computer sound. Okay, so this is this guy.
Oh my god, this guy! I love him.
Do you know him?
Know,
oh yes.
I get recommended his shit all the time.
Wait, what happened? What in the world just happened? Okay. I have no idea like how I found this guy. So this is just a compilation of him singing a few different
Dude, I've
notes.
gotten recommended all of the videos in that playlist.
Yeah. Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
like,
that's awesome.
Literally all of them. Except for the German brass goes Bach.
Oh, that one's awesome. Anyway, all right. So, oh my god, this is so good. Hold on.
But if I go up to about here,
Oh my god.
no.
Yeah, his videos are ridiculous. They're like 30 seconds to a minute, and he'll just isn't that he just like tries to reach the highest or the lowest notes he possibly can.
That's pretty much
Do
it.
you know anything about him?
I have no idea who he is. But
is he like a singer? He has to be some sort of singer.
I guess so. I guess he does something. Like he is very impressive. Like I cannot make any of those sounds.
No way.
But
it looks like it hurts really bad.
It really does.
Like if you actually try to hit notes like that, it hurts right here.
Yeah.
Like, really bad.
Yeah. No, yeah, it does not seem like it's like healthy, but you know. But I showed that to my family. My dad was like, "This is why the Chinese are winning. It's because we're just doing this."
That's such a dad statement to make.
It is. It is.
Just not laugh at all and then sigh at the end.
Right.
And then
And
talk
make a
about
comment
global
about
politics.
China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, man,
But
this-
anyway, I had no questions or follow-up about
Yeah.
that. I just, it's so good. So
It is. That is good. That is good.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad about that. Let's
No.
give it up for our mans.
Yeah. Let's give a shout out to Ivan Doran.
And here's the thing: we're gonna speak it right now into existence. He's gonna be our 15th guest on this podcast.
Ooh. All right.
So we
I'm
already
ready.
have one, right?
Yeah.
We have Amelia.
We have Amelia. Also, we'll talk about this later. But if we're maybe gonna do one this weekend, I know it's gonna be quick to return, but we got to give the people what they want.
Sometimes they get what they want, and sometimes we do what they want
we
and
get
need.
what we
Yeah.
need.
Yeah. Sometimes they get what they want, but the exact opposite other times we get what we need.
We get what we need. Yeah. And they get what we need. But my brother Philip is interested in coming on, so
literally forget about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it going. We should. Yeah, I'm thinking about posting the pictures you sent me with his consent, possibly. On the Insta. Because this merch won't stop. We're going.
We're. It is selling itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flying off the virtual shelves.
Here on Boonch, we create global clothing empires. Well, that was good. So you have no follow-ups with
I
that
have
one?
Nothing. That's all of the content I brought today.
Well, now I have like two kind of serious questions.
No, let's get into it.
Okay, cool. So Christmas is coming up. This is probably, I mean, if we do one this weekend, that's going to be more Christmassy, but like it's today's the 22nd. So we're getting there. It's not, I mean, 2 Jews are close to Christmas. So
right.
Is this our Christmas episode?
Yeah, who can say?
Welcome. Yeah, Amelia was like, you should remix the Boonch Montana as a Christmas song. Like
just
with
sleigh bells.
Yeah, with sleigh bells in the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the shopping season coming up, the idea of lost value exists in gift giving. Have you heard of this, or do you?
I haven't. Please elaborate.
So, whenever we get a gift for ourselves, we're usually good at determining how much value something is in terms of dollars to us, right? Like, this to me is worth $3,000.
Absolutely priceless.
Absolutely, yeah. It's either $3,000 or priceless. And so if I have money and I buy this for myself, I know it's going to be a good thing. But when you buy a gift for someone else and you buy it at like full retail or whatever, there's a very strong likelihood that the person, if you don't tell them what the price is, they would value it a lot less than what somebody actually paid for it. And so every year, I think in gift giving, in maybe even just America, there's $2 billion worth of this lost value because people are getting gifts for other people that they don't value nearly as high as what the other person paid for it. So all that money is just going to the retailer or whatever. So the most economical thing to do, and the thing that would be the best for everyone in terms of like money and value, is to just give everyone money, right? Be like, here's money, go get what you want. But then does that defeat the purpose of gift giving? And is there a healthy medium that you think America could get to, where it's like everybody value shops, they go on like, have you gone through Nextdoor, like the for sale and free items?
There's a lot on there.
It's a lot of stuff. Like, I had a phase this week where I was like, I'm gonna get mice. I was like, I want some buddies, let's get some mice. And then I eventually was like, no. But I messaged a woman on Nextdoor who had a bunch of hamster stuff, which isn't mice stuff, but it like was the same sort of bedding, like a little wheel, you know.
Wheels.
And it was like all this stuff that would probably cost new and like brand new, probably like $50-$60, and it was on there for like $20-$25. So it's like you can get stuff for a lot cheaper, and you can value it at the price that you would actually spend for it, right? Not what somebody thinks you would spend for it. And so, yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
My I think first I would say I do think there is something that just giving money sort of takes away from the point of gift giving. Because I think, it's the whole sort of, it's the thought that counts sort of thing. But if you're just like, all right, $20 for everybody, there's not a lot of thought in that. It's just sort of a requirement rather than, you're thinking about what does this person want and or need. But that is interesting as far as like if there could be a happy medium there. Because I don't know. So end of sentence. No.
End of podcast. We just cut it off.
Yeah, I just got off right there. I don't know, but I also feel like, I mean, maybe you're right. Like maybe something like well, I don't know, because you're right. Like something like next door stuff is cheaper, and it's obviously not going to like the big companies. It's not going to Amazon. But because I was even thinking like, would supporting smaller businesses be something like, better? But even at that point, there's definitely a loss value, because smaller businesses will often sell things for something like will be more expensive just because they have to be. Shout out the Alexandria Variety Store. But
Amelia's there right now.
Yeah. If she's not blasting this podcast in the Variety Store.
We're giving free promotions.
Exactly.
They owe us, if you think about it.
Exactly. So I don't know. Like, I don't know enough about economics, but I also feel like, gift giving should be something that has some amount of, I don't know, that can be to a certain degree excluded from the, always logical, what's the best bang for my buck sort of thought process.
Yeah. But you also, I think there's another side of this, right? Where it's not monetarily easy to buy something new and buy something on Amazon, right? It's more expensive, but I think it requires less thought than if you were to have to hunt through Craigslist and figure out something, even though it may be cheaper. So there's also that side of time cost, because I could get you a $2,000 thing and literally have spent 2 minutes. Like go on Amazon, price top high to low, buy it, send it. And then I could also spend some like 4 days on Craigslist, like finding the perfect thing that costs $5. And I don't know enough about what the general consensus is in modern America about like whether or not getting a cheap product is like you're seen as sort of an outcast because you're not participating in the consumer system or whatever. Like if there would be that sort of awkwardness or not full support for something bought cheaply like on Nextdoor or Craigslist. But I think we should start considering it, because then the money doesn't go to Amazon, it goes to like people around here, right? And my ideal like store, I mean, it's just a thrift store, but where there's so much stuff that people don't use that you could definitely just, and everybody would be like, if you could have a store in a neighborhood that didn't actually, nothing cost money, but people couldn't like steal it, they would, and you could only get like a couple of things, but everybody put the stuff that they don't need there, and you could just go in and get stuff for free.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that could be like the best thing, because
that'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I think money value confuses true value in a sense, where
yeah, I think that is well, I think that might be sort of a happy medium, is if we just like start buying things that are less expensive, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that it doesn't need to be, I don't know, big stuff. I feel like like one, yeah, exactly, just huge things. I feel like the because there's definitely stuff where you're like you said, I could spend more money and have it be less thoughtful. But does the fact that, you know, whatever, some sort of like, I don't know, what's an expensive thing? Like
a watch.
A watch, exactly. But it's just like the first watch that I found, and it's pretty expensive, versus, I don't know, like a
homemade craft or something.
Homemade craft, like all right, let's go. I cannot think of anything. I have no idea.
Here on Boonch Boys, we do not continue talking.
Exactly. We cannot think of gifts. And by we, I mean me. Or like an extension cord, you know? Like, it's not really flashy, but maybe this person really needs an extension
what
cord.
you needed.
Exactly. Exactly.
The person starts crying.
Right. But no, something more heartfelt, has to do with, you know, more of like a personal connection. So I do think if we sort of change the ideas, not specifically having to do with the money side of things, but more with the idea of like what the I don't know, etiquette of gift giving is, then that might sort of not to use, like, you know, Reagan's term, but it might trickle down into, you know, changing.
I think that was Genghis Khan about his lineage.
I think that was water. But anyway, but like, again, not in like a weird sense. But what I mean is, I think if we change the way we think about gift giving, in and of itself, that might change the way we determine monetary value to things.
Yeah, like, can I show you? This is what made me start thinking about this. So
this victory tour.
So he got a bunch of stuff on Craigslist that was really cheap. Let me see if I can find the specific one. Oh yeah, this part. So she's opening.
This next one might be a little stinky.
Might be a little stinky.
Just a heads up.
Hila's opening the box.
It's like a Jared Leto gift.
Taped together pretty well. She's penetrated. Dan is approaching with his knife, as always. No need, Dan. Thank you.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
So there appears to be a mannequin of some sort, a black mannequin. It's a black baby. Oh my God.
Read what the overall says.
I'm a Cosby kid.
Oh no.
What?
Oh my God.
Now, this thing looks so dirty, Ian. Its hair is so
authentic.
So I mean, that's hilarious, and it was like $4.
Yeah.
So it's like, man.
Well, that's the other thing, is if you have a like you know, if we were giving gifts, I feel, look, one of the things I wanted to give you at some point, which I'm giving away now, so I, you know, won't be a surprise if it does happen, but I wanted to make a puzzle out of Tom Callahan's face and give it to you. And so stuff like that, it's not
for the value. Yeah.
It's not for the value, and it's not even specific. Well, I guess in that case it would be sort of
that's
personal.
pretty specific. Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty specific. But it's not even that it's
Claire
like a personal
like
thing. Yeah. But it's, you know, the fact that you know, we know that something like that, or something as random as the, you know, black mannequin, is we would enjoy and find funny, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking when watching that again. It's like, if you could spend $3 on a hilarious joke for the other person, like, and everybody sort of saves their money. Like, if we were to get a $20 gift for each other that we thought was actually valuable to the other person, but the other person only values it at 10 or whatever. So if you just save all your money, save $17 for each person, and spend $3 on a hilarious thing, or even $0 making something by yourself, it's like, that could be just as valuable, because then every time you look at that thing, you can think of that person and also think of how hilarious it is, or if it's like touching or whatever other people care about, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, other feelings. Here on Boonch Boys, we have no other feelings. But yeah, so that was just questions to get us in the Christmas spirit, you know.
Yeah, talking about Reaganomics
and water.
Exactly. Yeah, no, but that's true. I think we do need to change the gift giving culture.
Yeah, and we're gonna start.
It starts now. It's an original
episode
idea.
6.
It all started here.
We have our own country with like our heads. I don't know. Why would for changing gift giving culture? Yeah, I mean, we'll take it.
You know, sure.
Here on Boonch
New
Boys,
merch.
We'll take
it's a
credit.
country.
Yeah, I was also thinking we should do a second season of merch.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we can come out with some new stuff.
Like maybe every like 25 episodes or something, we come out with a new line.
Nice, a new line. The fall Boonch line.
Your aunt will hate it.
Right. We like hire. We like make it a fashion show.
Yeah.
We get a what are those, like, runway, and people are just walking down.
No, we
with
should
our
do that. We
huge
should
tank
do that in
tops.
Old Town. Just like set up a runway. And then at the end of the runway, run to the other side and change the things because we're the only model.
Yeah, it's just us. Yeah, we haven't hired anybody else.
Yeah. Here on Boonch Boys, it's just us.
Yeah. We are self-sufficient. Nice. No, I think that's a wonderful idea.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, here on Boonch Boys, we alternate. Oh, man, I forgot to change the title of the stream. Whatever, we're fine.
Yeah.
It still says episode 4. That should just be our thing on Twitch. It's always episode 4.
Right. That should be the new name for, like, episode 6 : episode 4. Nice. Well, let me see if I have anything else. Let me just look in the middle of the podcast to see if I can come up with other things. You know. Oh, I actually do have one. Did I ever show you this Reggie Watts thing?
Was it at TED?
No, this is a different one.
Oh, man. I'm sure I've seen it because I like him so much.
He's hilarious. All right.
We don't, here on Boonch Boys, we don't know yet.
I think here on Boonch Boys is becoming a thing now.
Yeah, that should be one of our shirts.
Exactly. Oh, that'd be a good one.
Oh,
Once, I'm going to take the autocomplete challenge.
Oh, wait, it's just your screen. Yeah,
sorry. What happened? All right. Let's try this again.
Hi, I'm Reginald Lucian Watts, and I'm going to take the autocomplete challenge. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to figure it out. Wish me luck. What does Reggie Watts? What machine does Reggie Watts use? I use a Line 6 DL4 and Electro Harmonix 96,000. What language does Reggie Watts speak? I speak the common language of gibberish, French, a little bit of German, a tiny bit of Spanish, and of course, Akkadian. What does Reggie Watts use to loop? Well, I already answered, so this is getting a little redundo beach. What app does Reggie Watts use on his phone? Well, I use Mail, I use stocks. I use Safari. What does Reggie Watts do? Well, I do whatever I can to make America a better place, to allow the world to see itself as a never-ending stream of possibilities, so that the future is Reggie Watts. Married. I'm not married. I'm not. Is Reggie Watts British? Yes, I am British. But I've really perfected the American accent in a way that kind of allows me to kind of bleed in. So I just kind of blend and bleed into whatever situation that I'm in. So, yeah, so I am British. Thank you. Is Reggie Watts in Pitch Perfect 2? No, just kidding. I am. Is Reggie Watts hair real? You know, like if you're German and you're like, hair real, you know? Is Reggie Watts single? Yes, I'm single. I'm by myself right now. Just me. Is Reggie Watts dead? Not yet. Although I could be. I've thought about that several times. Like, you know, like when I've gotten near misses or near calls. And I'm like, maybe I'm just living out the rest of my life after I've died. And I don't know the difference. I don't know. Who does Reggie Watts? Weird Al Yankovic probably can do a pretty good Reggie Watts. Who is Reggie Watts' bass player? Reggie Watts' bass player is one of the funnest apps that you can use. It really allows you to kind of guess what kind of a bass player would Reggie Watts use. So definitely check it out. Some really cool, fun stuff. Who does Reggie Watts hair? I hair a lot of people. I mean, I hear a lot of things around town, obviously. There's a lot of hearsay. I hear a lot about the future, and I really hear about what we're going to do to solve this water crisis, right? Who does Reggie Watts look like? I get Antonio Banderas a lot. Oh, also Seinfeld, when I'm cleanly shaven and I'm on stage with under the right lighting conditions. Jerry Seinfeld.
That's so good.
Shout out to Reggie Watts.
Shout out to him. I mean, he has done it, and he's done it well.
That's true.
His TED Talk stuff is,
oh my god,
the funniest
so
thing
good.
ever.
So good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
God, because Ari, I know, has like a loop machine, so he could do stuff like that. That's whenever he wanted. So, yeah, I think that would be like such a fun pastime. Like, it's 4 p.m. on a Sunday and you're kind of near a city. Just like go to the city and just set up in a park and just do nonsense.
That'd be cool.
Gotta go. The Boonch live show. We could sell out Madison Square Garden.
Starting out at arenas.
Yeah, we start at the top and go down.
right. We're gonna end at some dirty comedy club. In Reno. Yeah.
That was good. That was good. I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah. I have no follow-ups.
Here on Boonch, our content is other people's content.
Is other people's content. Yeah, no. All right, no, but let's I have actually, sorry. Here on Boonch Boys we alternate. Back to you.
Me?
Yeah, we alternate.
I have like a pretty serious question. So if you have a less serious question, I'd prefer if we don't alternate for now.
Oh, all right. Here on Boonch Boys sometimes we don't alternate. I have a question that's not serious, but it is not. It you know, I want to pick your brain.
It is an question, yeah.
It is in question, yes. I wrote my final philosophy paper on the ethics of blame, and I wanted to get your take on this. So there's obviously a wide variety of views on the ethics of blame. We read a few different articles on this. One of them, Christopher Evan Franklin, is like, we need blame because we cannot properly value things without the reactive attitudes of blame, like resentment and indignation. Meaning, if something is freely disvalued, we cannot respond to it in a way that proves how we properly value something without, becoming angry, basically. And then there's totally, another side of this, which is what he called the blame curmudgeons, which I thought would be a good band name. Anyway,
the Blame Curmudgeons.
The Blame Curmudgeons. Who say, blame is useless, and we need to sort of get rid of it altogether. And I come down, as with most things, in the middle of this. But I also feel like, well, number one, this I would describe myself as a free will skeptic. So this argument implies the existence of free will and moral responsibility, because if there was no moral responsibility, nobody would be blamed for anything.
Yeah.
But it also, I think, those two ends of this spectrum are pretty I don't know, like restrictive as far as emotions, and that is my problem with all of these. And I think why I'm more in the middle is just because it's a policy of sort of regulating other people's emotions and saying what people can and cannot feel without, walking a mile in another man's shoes. And so my feeling was that blame and especially, I would say, anger are usually useless, fruitless, and in certain cases, I would say, self-indulgent. But there are times in which anger is appropriate and a very legitimate response to different things, and so no one person is in a position to say what another person can or cannot feel or express. And there are also some cases, such as things like civil rights protests, where anger is sort of necessary because of the disturbance to the status quo it can sort of provide, and the shock factor to it, and in some ways, I think that is also a way that people can show how they value things, such as Black lives. So, because they matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, your thoughts?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just go full Jewish grandpa. I'm like,
yeah.
Everybody should be blamed for everything.
Exactly. It's the Palestine.
It's the Palestine. Yeah, I mean, blame is inherently, in my view, it's inherently contradictory, because whenever you blame somebody for something or you shame them for something, you're implicitly saying that you know what is right? If you're like, you shouldn't have done that, that's bad, then you're saying that you know what is correct and they do not.
Right.
And I mean, throughout history, people have been so sure, like, they're like, this is what's right. Slavery is correct. And it's like, yeah, I think I've talked to you about this. It's like, I'm surprised how we look at people in the past and we're like, they're definitely wrong. And then everybody in the present just thinks that they're, of course, correct in what's happening. Yeah. When there's such an easy chance that 20, 30 years from now, even, people are going to be like, what were we doing? Like, that's so dumb. And so I think, yeah, blame should not exist in that sense. I think the encouragement of gathering information should be much more at hand. Like, if you're like a parent or something, instead of being like, bad, you shouldn't have done this, if you just go over all of the information surrounding whatever decision they made, like, what if they're about to touch a stove? Just, like, put their hand closer to the stove, not touching the stove, but, like, put it closer, and then they get the information of what is going on with their thing. Like, instead of just being like, bad, don't do that, you can allow them to decide for themselves based on true facts rather than your own opinion. And I think, and then at that point, it just comes down to what people agree upon as facts. I have a very strict definition of facts that probably would be, it's very morally ambiguous. It doesn't really account for other people's morals and stuff, right? Like,
oh sure, yeah.
Like, personally, I don't think morality exists outside of humans, right? I think morality stems from good cooperative behavior between humans, and I think that a lot of things that people say come from they consider it a fact, but it's really just the way that they perceive the world, not the way it actually is. And saying like murder is bad is clearly a way that all of us see the world, but there are tons of examples that are like the trolley problem, like all of these things where it's like, can it be seen as good? That's the dichotomy. That's where the line is drawn. And the only way you can really divide that is a fact, right? Like, you can freely murder somebody, right? But if you consider the fact that they're going to not live anymore, they could have had a great, happy life, and then all of the people that are around them are definitely going to be hurt by it. And you have all these facts, and you don't have any things that aren't facts motivating you to do something, then you're much less likely to do it than if someone were to just outright blame some sort of thing that's happening. Right. It's because when you just blame based on something that's not a fact, they literally don't learn anything. But if you force people to consider the facts at hand and what could happen based on the consequence of a decision, then I think they're much more likely to make a decision that's not only what we would consider more moral, but one that's much more independent.
Yeah. All right, that makes sense to me.
Here on Boonch Boys, we solve blame.
Yeah, exactly. We have figured out all of ethics.
Our title's going to be Ethics ? Solved.
Nice. Yeah. No, I agree, and I think it's I mean, obviously it's like tricky because nobody knows.
This is not
Right.
like a clean, like you take out the sticker off of the sticker pad and now you have a sticker. It's like
yeah. That's a very good image there. I think it is. There's also a way, I think, and this is sort of where I don't know. I feel like we need to redefine blame. Because I don't think it needs to be, the resentment side of it. I think it can be an assertion of moral responsibility, or if you're skeptical of free will, it can be an assertion of causal responsibility, meaning like the same thing if like I fell down and broke your lamp, that I still caused that, but I didn't do it on purpose. But if you believe in, if that there's no free will, and I, like, whatever, hold on, how am I trying to say this? If somebody who did believe in free will believed that I knocked over your lamp on purpose, and I, as a free will, or someone else, as a free will skeptic, could still assign me causal responsibility that I did do that, but that it was not it was not what is the word, an acratic action, meaning like full well knowing it was wrong in the moment. And so I think that is something that I really like, where you can still say, yes, this person did this. So again, let's assume that there does exist moral responsibility, and that
let's keep it simple here.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's not get too complicated here.
Let's assume moral responsibility exists.
Right. Let's just start with like the basics. But if we do still assume that exists, then there's still a way for us not to be angry. And I think that's sort of a thing, like however you're going to get to it, whether it's just a policy of still assigning responsibility, but choosing forgiveness and, in the case of, let's say, like dangerous criminals, rehabilitation, focusing your efforts and resources on rehabilitation rather than punishment. Um, or if you're somebody who just doesn't believe in like free will, however you're going to get to a place where you can understand that an event happened, but sort of take the person out of it and say that the event is bad. You're still, like you said, like assuming that you understand what bad is, but at that point you're not judging another person to be bad, just that whatever happened as a result of that person had negative effects maybe on other people's emotions. And so again, I think if we can separate the activity from the person and make it so that we're just trying to make the activity not happen again, in which case the rehabilitation side of criminal justice would still be perfectly valid, as the goal is still to make it so that person does not do that thing again. Then we eliminate the sort of need for punishment for the sake of punishment.
Yeah. And yeah, I totally agree with you. I was thinking the sort of the same thing, especially with the fact that that guy said that you don't know what you value if there is no blame, because if you don't have blame, then you don't know exactly. But the thing is, blame is a reactionary and supposedly preventative measure for something that you wish had not had happened, right? So like me stubbing my toe, I wish that didn't happen, but me blaming my sister doesn't do anything to tell me what I value, because I already value not wishing that I had not stubbed my toe. right? Like that already exists.
You already value your toe.
Yeah. Let's keep it simple here. I value my toes.
I like my toes. Yeah.
I like my toes. And you can have that without needing to blame anyone, right? He's trying to equate the idea of blame with that initial being able to value that something did not happen, or wishing that something did not happen, when in reality that's just a reaction. And I'm sure there's a better solution to like, taking the person out of it, and maybe even if you don't, like, not blaming them in as a way of trying to prevent that from happening in the future, right? See what the root possible cause could have been, and then just like, my opinion is just like go at it with facts and see if there's a way to prevent that in the future.
Yeah.
Knowing that they're an independent whatever, assuming that, like, I was walking, I was like, I can't wait for not something to not happen that I wish wouldn't have happened. And then my sister's like, here's a banana, and I'm like, woo! wish that didn't happen, instead of being like, I'd be like, me slipping hurts me.
Right, listen.
She's like, oh,
facts.
But
all right.
Did you like that paper? How are your paper writing skills? Do you feel like they're strong?
I felt like that one was bad. I felt like my last one was really bad.
He's
but
like, I blame you for this paper.
Right, exactly. But because I think I tried to like do too much with it, but I thought my first three were actually pretty okay. So yeah, but I'm excited because one of the courses I'm taking next semester is an intensive writing course for philosophy. So it's just like a paper a week, which I think will be good, because one of my biggest weaknesses is that I'm really slow with writing. Like, it takes me so long to I think what I try to do is just revise everything as I'm writing it. And so like I'll just delete a sentence and then write a sentence and then delete a sentence. Like I'll just do it line by line or word by word. I'll revise it instead of sort of writing what I think and then going back to it. And so it takes me like, an hour to write a paragraph, and then that's bad. So anyway, that's a long answer to your short question, but the paper was bad.
Well, I doubt it.
Well,
it sounds like you have deep opinions about it.
Well, that is definitely true. Whether or not I communicated them clearly
in paper format.
Right.
Yeah. Here on Boonch Boys, we don't necessarily perfectly articulate our deep opinions in paper format.
Right. Exactly. That's such a specific aspect of our content.
Here.
Just us. We're the only people that might not communicate clearly.
Yeah.
But we did solve ethics today, so
we did. Yeah.
Check that box.
Yeah. Let's assume that ethics are real. For the sake of argument, let's assume reality is true.
Right. Yeah. Let's just simplify things and say that we've solved blame.
That's such a good bit. Like before you go into something unrelated, just establish something that everybody is already like on.
Right. Before we get into this, let's just assume that I am gonna eat dinner.
All right, for the sake of argument, I am a boy. My name is David, and we're here together talking.
Right.
Our pizza's good.
We don't need. Let's just so we don't talk about this later. Let's just remember that I have teeth.
I just want to clear the air.
Right.
I know there's a big elephant in the room, but
I
just
want to put the cards on the table.
I have teeth.
Well, cool. Thank you for indulging me in that.
Of course, I loved it.
Interested in everybody's opinions on that.
Oh yeah. See, the thing is, we have no engagement in the comments except for Amelia. So let's get that comment.
Let's give a shout out to Amelia.
Yeah, if you've made it this far, comment your opinions on ethics and whether or not we solved it.
Yeah, the answer is yes, by the way.
And that's a fact.
What did Amelia say?
She responded to the Charles Manson thing. I can
Wait,
pull it up.
The Charles Manson thing?
Yeah, here, let me pull it up.
Oh
yeah, email us at boonchboys@gmail.com whether or not we're doing
hell yeah.
A good job.
If you got requests.
Let me share my screen. What am I doing? I'm completely covering you up. So yeah, my take on the Manson clip is that we feel comfortable laughing at him because we know his history and that he had so much power. So by laughing at him, it's like the opposite of giving him power. It's like taking him down a peg. It reminds me of laughing at Trump being stupid in that way, but the iffy feeling we might get, I think, could be because we know it's a super privileged position to not actually be so affected by that people to a point where we don't find anything they do as funny, which would also explain why recent events aren't funny yet, because we feel closer to them. So I thought that was an incredible.
Going deep.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a perfect answer. I mean, I have literally no qualms with that.
Right.
That's.
Yeah. Shout out Variety Store.
Yeah, not Amelia.
right. Yeah.
Shout
Credit
out
goes to the
where
Variety
you can
Store.
get wrapping paper in one aisle, and then in the next aisle, any type of nail. I guess. Because you will need both.
Do you ever get those tiny figurines they have there? Like those little knights?
Yeah.
I love those.
When we went with my dad, those were too expensive. So we would always get like the thing in those drawers that are like 1 cent, and it's like the worst.
I did
garbage.
like that stuff. Yeah.
It's like, this cost virtually nothing. I guess I'll consume trash. It's like I'll take a tiny little thing that pops up and cost literally -1 cent to make.
Right. Yeah, that's what I always wondered, is like, how do you sell it for 1 cent? How little does it cost to make? I think I probably don't want to know the answer to that question, because I'm sure it's, horrible, but anyway.
Wait, whenever I think
ignore. What?
Whenever I think about the Variety Store, I think of this. Uh-oh. Sponsored by Volvo.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Volvo.
Free press for Volvo. You're welcome, guys.
Oh, I have something to say about Volvo. Or just cars in general after this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not Volvo.
Yeah, it's like, wait.
I have strong opinions about Volvo.
Peter, I've been running the numbers on this farm, and we're in deep trouble. We haven't grown a single crop to sell. And meanwhile, you're spending half our money down at the general store and the other half at the specific store.
Do you have almonds?
What kind of almonds?
Marcona almonds?
From what region?
The Basque region?
The Basque region's pretty big. North, south?
Southern Basque.
How much should each almond weigh?
0.8 ounces?
Sorry, we only have 0.6s.
Ah. Yeah, hi, do you have stuff?
Yeah, we have stuff.
Nice.
So that, yeah, that's such a, because that's exactly what it's like. Do you have a
right.
Yeah,
right. You got it.
And have the other half at the specific store. The Southern Bass pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing about cars is that it's crazy. If you buy a new car, within like a year, it depletes in like its value by half, right?
Oh,
like you
seriously? Is that true?
Yeah, it's like it's pretty like as soon as you drop it or drive it off the lot, it loses so much value.
Right.
And so it's like, why would you never just buy used?
Right.
Like, why would anyone buy a new car?
Yeah. I wonder if it's, well, I'm sure there's some amount of salesmanship that goes into it if people want you to buy a new car. But also, I wonder if it's just sort of the, well, also, if nobody bought new cars, then we would run out of used cars when all of the cars
I
ran
guess.
out. So we can't just keep recycling the cars. But
insight. We can't keep using everything we already have because soon we'll have nothing. Boonch
we
boys.
need to get some new things sometimes. Ethics.
Solved again.
But also I'm sure there's like, just a I don't know what you call it, like the coolness factor of like, oh, I bought a new Mazda.
I haven't.
Right?
Listen up. I have a new Honda. You have to respect me.
Right. Yeah, I win now, so.
Yeah, you like walk around with those church things. You go to church sometimes, right? Haven't you gone to like a
I've gone to my mom's church before.
And they walk around with like, they literally ask for money, right?
They pass the basket around. Or
pass the basket around.
Yeah, they pass it around. Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
St. Aidan's?
St. Aidan's Episcopal Church.
Also
Shout out. Have you really? Oh yeah, because your dad goes there. Yeah. Shout out St. Aidan's.
The church the two Jews have been to.
Exactly.
And not because we like it, but because our parents like it.
Parents are Episcopalian. No, it's
boys, because our parents are Episcopalian.
No, it's awesome. I love St. Aidan's. And they just had a wonderful Christmas tree sale time because they sold out like all of their Christmas trees in 2 weekends or something like that. It was something like 650 trees, I think. Maybe more than that. Maybe that was each shipment. I don't remember. My mom knows. My mom's senior warden. So I'm Episcopalian royalty.
Oh my god.
That was so much
This is going to take Boonch Boys to the top.
Exactly.
Gonna...
with all my ins with my mom.
Yeah. Are we gonna nepotism our way to the top of the iTunes charts? Even though we're not on iTunes.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, we should start doing that.
We should though.
Would people listen to that? Because YouTube is like, you can't listen to that in the car, but would people listen to us in the car?
I mean, I would listen to us in the car.
In the car.
So, yeah. No, but we'll talk about that because I did have an idea.
Good.
Yeah. Ideas.
Yeah.
Boys.
Well, my thing is too deep, right? We talked about like ethics for 30 minutes, and my thing, it would take to answer satisfactorily, we would need a good amount of time.
All right.
But should I taste it or should I wait?
Let's taste it, and then maybe we can revisit. Oh, that's something we haven't done before. We need to like revisit a thing because sometimes you give the brain a little time to stew on it. You got a whole
active
different
versus passive thinking. Yeah, exactly.
You got it.
Here
you
on
got
Boonch
it.
Boys,
Exactly.
we do both sometimes.
Give us a little taste.
So, the idea of retirement and investment. Is it important to save for when you're older a specific amount, right? I'm starting to get like really into this. Like I'm trying to save a lot of money for when I'm older, and I'm willing to cut out like a good amount of stuff for it. But is that important enough to put off some things that you want now to have that be able to grow and allow you to be safer when you're older. And the same thing sort of applies not just with money, but with health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want to eat the burger now, but your heart won't later. Your heart won't have wanted you to eat it then.
Exactly.
Earlier.
Your heart will blame you for that.
Your heart later doesn't want you to do that earlier. And so, yeah, health and exercise is sort of the same thing, where it's like running and exercising, playing sports, and doing all this stuff isn't fun now, but then you can live and not get diseases later. Like, but
there are also some
it's a
health
spectrum as
benefits
well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you feel better. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about. And so, yeah, that's just a little taste. Like, think about that, because
take that one home with you. Yeah, put that in your pocket. Take it home.
Yeah, that's our Boonch. You think about that,
right?
And next week we'll see if you, or maybe even on Saturday or Sunday.
Maybe on Saturday or Sunday. We just don't know. Remember exit tickets in school?
Vaguely. What was that? Where you
had to like do it so you could leave?
Was it like answer a question or something?
Yeah, it was like, answer this question and then you can leave. And I was not a fan.
It's like assuming that more responsibility exists.
Right.
Yeah, I love the idea of young kids like acting as adults. That's just like the funniest thing to me. All right, everybody, exit tickets, and all the kids are wearing suits. Please don't be hard. And it's like a super hard physics equation that they're like,
not
I have
again.
to feed the dog. It's like
they've all got like 5 o'clock shadows. They're so burnt out.
Yeah. Some of them are like sneaking whiskeys in the bathroom.
Right. It's just like a 40s.
Like an investment company or
right, like everybody's smoking.
God, thank God it's Friday. Oh God, it's Monday type culture.
Exactly. Oh God, it's Monday.
All right. Well, here on Boonch Boys, we're about at an hour and 17.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, that's about.
Got a lot done there,
dude. One day we should just hit them with a 4-hour podcast, and the next week a 20-second podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I went over a rat.
We solve ethics of blame in 20 seconds? Question mark.
But the thing is, we do it.
Exactly.
We change the philosophy world forever.
All right.
All right. Well, say goodbye to Twitch. Say goodbye
Thank you
to the YouTube.
To all
Thank you
our
for
viewers.
joining us. Hopefully we make your holiday season brighter and lighter, and because that's what we try to do here on Boonch Boys. Only your holiday season, though. After this season,
everything else we try to make it worse
and darker. Whatever room you're in when you're listening to Boonch Boys after the holiday season,
the
lights go out.
Dark.
The sun goes down. The stars come out. What's that song?
What is that song?
The sun goes down. The stars come out. Na, they're here and now.
Yeah,
the
that was on the radio.
Universe will never be the same.
Here on
literally
Boonch Boys.
Here on Boonch Boys, we get our viewers to comment what the song is that we don't know, because all we listen to is classical, jazz, and Art Garfunkel alone.
Yeah, solo Art Garfunkel.
Solo.
They just came out with a new EP, and it's not a new EP because they're not together anymore. But there's a new 4 songs from a live in, I think it was 1970. Shout out Simon and Garfunkel in 1970.
You know what we should do? We should. I wonder if this would be legal, but it's like Simon Garfunkel alone live in the alley. It's just screaming.
Remember Nina Simone and Art Garfunkel?
That's a good one. That one has not left.
That one holds up.
Because that was also incorporated into the Core 4, right? It was like, Core 4, you, me, Art Garfunkel, and Nina Simone.
Nina Simone. Yeah.
That's so good.
Good stuff. All right.
All right. Well, we did it. Number 6.
Number
we
6
will
in
be
the
back.
books. Oh yes.
It's not stopping.
Sooner
You cannot
than you
stop
think.
us. All right. Well, bye everyone.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.